Thanks. I want to thank you guys for looking at another video of ours. I wanted to record this video because I thought it was urgent that people know this, or at least have another perspective on the way they could go or prevent them from making mistakes that is going to cause them extra time or money. But before I get into that, I want to let you guys know that whatever video you guys watch, PAPERWERKS, you can go here and click this and see our whole catalog. So there may be other videos that may be important or information you should know, based on funding or business or whatever your objective is. Also like to say, in every video, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up on the video so they will circulate for people that may need the information or service. Also, for any of you guys who are looking for a quote or price or someone to analyze the report, you can text me directly, 773-373-9184, with a paid monitoring service, preferably Credit Check Total, Privacy Guard, or Identity IQ. But if you have any other one, we'll take a look at it also. Usually you'll have a response within 24 hours. But let me get to the original reason for this video. So we have a client here. They have a 728 score. Not a bad score. They have, they recently added some trade lines, and so they called me saying, hey, I have 2 trade lines I just put on the report, but I'm not getting approved for anything. And as you can see, I'm pulling up one. This particular trade line is 13 years old, was opened in June of 04. It was reported August of this year, August 1st. And then this particular trade line has a $36,000 credit limit. So that's a pretty nice trade line, nice size, old account. And let's look at the other one. Previous account. Let's see. And we have another account. It's a $20,000 limit. It's open April of 2007. Went on the report July of 2017. Now, first I want to point out, you can see that these 2 accounts were reported a month apart. And if you look at any of my trade line videos, I'll tell you that you need to have the accounts report within a couple of weeks of each other, because you get the biggest bang for your buck. And usually trade lines are going to stay on your report 30 to 60 days. So I also suggest to most people, if you're over 30, you're going to need 3 to 4 accounts or trade lines, authorized users, on your report to get significant approval. So this guy, as you can see, he has 2 open accounts, which are trade lines he added. There are no collections, no public records, so he has a clear report. But if we go into inquiries, we'll see, and this was the reason why the guy called, he applied for a few accounts. Looks like the first one in this view was for a Chase. and a couple of C, B, and A accounts. Capital One, obviously they have different types of accounts, and he applied for these American Expresses 2 different times. But what I want to look at also is alerts. This is the Experian Credit Bureau credit monitoring. So as you can see, is a number of inquiries here with these particular accounts. And so the original issue, let's go to page 2. The original issue, or reason why he called, he said, well, I'm applying, but I'm not getting approved for these accounts. So he's applying for credit cards and loans over the phone or on the internet with no approval. So this is the issue. He has a good score, no negatives, but you have only 2 authorized user trade lines. And while we're looking here, we're looking at the alerts. There was a decrease in score of 55 points a couple of weeks ago, probably because of the inquiries. And while we're talking about inquiries, for those of you who, have just recently cleaned your credit, or looking to add trade lines, or you just added trade lines, you want to get with someone that can kind of show you proof of accounts getting approved, which if you look at paperwork stuff, you'll see a couple of funding videos. So this is why I'm getting a lot of calls. People are saying, well, I'm not getting approved, I have all these new inquiries. And so for those of you who don't know, when you apply for credit cards or unsecured credit loans, lines of credit, one of the things that the lender, especially the top tier lenders, they're going to look at how many inquiries have you had in the last 3 months. So 3 to 4 is a trigger point where you could have an 800 score and get denied. Some lenders may, who have higher interest rates, they may look at 4 or 5 in the last 3 months. But when you're going into 3, 4 inquiries without approvals, your chances for approval dramatically drop. So I want you guys to kind of think about that. Search for a lender, or rather provider who can get you approval. So with our service, we're going to, if you buy trade lines or get your credit repaired with us, we're going to make sure you get approved with 3 to 5 lenders. So because once the trade lines come off your report, you're going to need something there to keep your score in the 700. So that means you're going to have to get accounts approved to maintain that score. So anyway, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for listening. Definitely pay attention to your inquiries, and also be diligent about adding trade lines. If you're going to add trade lines, make sure there's a plan to get you some approvals without racking up 8, 9, 10 inquiries, which basically puts you in the status of waiting another 3 months to 6 months. You may even have to add trade lines again because your trade lines will not be on the report. Alright, you guys have a good day. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Goodbye.